Got my Lamborghini. Fun to drive here in the Bjornholm Hills. What I'm more proud of is the 7 new fields I got for over 2,000 beets I just planted. Alright YouTube, if you've tried Farming Simulator 15 yet, you might have wanted to try the new wood chipper. And like me, you might have cut down some of the wrong trees in your field to try and make more room for your machines to turn around, and this is what happens.
Do it! Just do it! No! What are you waiting for? Do it! Just do it! Yes, you can! Just do it!
Now, clearly even Shia Labeouf finds this unbelievably frustrating, but
if you're tired of starting over, stop giving up.
very true, Shia. So I actually managed to come up with a way that makes wood chipping almost too easy. If you're playing on easy mode, you can make a whole bunch of money using this method right away. If you're on normal, it's best sort of like wait until wood chips are in high demand. But I keep seeing videos of people cutting these trees down into little pieces. First, you got to make sure it's the right trees. These tall, straight, really, really coniferous looking trees. They're the only ones that the chipper seems to like, but that's actually a really good thing because you don't have to do anything to this tree. As you can see, I'm going to put it on my forks eventually. Well, maybe I'll speed this up a little bit. You'll see in just a minute though why I chose to use this clip, even though it's not, exactly me perfect work on the telehandler here. But it shows how easy it is to make money with wood chipping. Because I'm gonna pick this tree up, pick it close to center weight. You see, I got a little bit more of the skinny side, on the right of the vehicle, because obviously the fatter side is heavier, so that's more center load. It's a lot like operating a real telehandler in that respect, except I would have tipped it by now. But you're gonna see, I just set it right on the belt, and it's worth noting that actually when I recorded this clip, it was glitched when I started. Like it was pushing these trees right off. Same thing like you saw with the other one, except this actually let me start chipping again. And as you'll see in just a second here, it was a pretty good chip. So now I just switch to the tractor, start the wood chipper, and now you can see why I use this clip. It's going to pull this whole tree in. I'm not even going to touch the crane. That won't always happen. It is repeatable. You can do this a whole bunch. If it stops feeding for a second, you can just give it a little nudge with the claw, as I'll show later in the video. And that'll usually do it. If you want to get really crafty, you can reach out, grab the far end of the tree, and shove the whole tree in. But as you can see, you don't have to trim any of the branches or really do anything other than get it to the chipper. So this is easily the best way to chip wood. You make one of these mid-sized trees gives you about 7,000 liters of wood chips. If you do one of the big ones that I'll show you later in this video, 12,000 per. I can fill that trailer with like 3-4 trees, no problem. And that's 40 grand on like a regular game day when they're not even in high demand on normal mode. And maybe 20 minutes work. So it's a great way to make money. And now I'll break it down, show you what you need if you're just starting out to get into this. Now, first things first, we're gonna want to go to the store, and like if you're just starting the game, maybe you can sell all of your material, everything you start with, and use that money to do this. You need about 200,000 to get the Lamborghini. It's your best middle of the road. It's not worth getting the next one up because you might as well get the one that's 3 above it. But you need at least the Lamborghini to be able to run the wood chipper. Now the wood chipper itself is another $88,000 and worth every penny. Like, you'll make all of this money back and you'll have a good time doing it. Like chipping wood is surprisingly satisfying. But once you have that, you're going to need a telehandler. If you can only afford it, the first option is pretty good. The New Holland is worth the upgrade if you can. Like if you can afford the New Holland, go ahead and get it right out of the gate. And just remember to get yourself a log claw at the store. And that's pretty much everything that you need, except for trailers to fill. Bigger the better. Like 2 of the $24,000 trailers, more than enough to make a good run and like just make a killing at this really quick. Especially if you go to the biomass plant. So here I am now, actually jumping to another clip. This is one of the trees that is right behind the biomass plant in Bjornholm. This is one of the huge ones I was talking about. Chipping this whole thing up will give me 12,000 liters of wood chips. And considering they're about on par for about 1,000, maybe a little bit shy on a regular day in normal mode, that's pretty good cash regardless, right? It's not really worth saving them because the extra time that you spend shoveling them all into a trailer whenever you want to unload them, it's not really worth it. Just wait for them to go on high demand, switch it to real time, and you'll usually have like 12 solid in-game hours to do this if you really wanted to. But it's just way more productive to just chip it on demand instead of saving it. Shoveling takes way too long. But like it's just this easy. I'm barely even touching the thing with the claw, and if you push too hard, you'll see you can actually disrupt the location of the tractor itself. But if you just take your time, touch it lightly, just give it that little nudge so that the conveyor belt or the roller itself catches it, and it'll just pull it right in one little bit at a time. Of course, if you do really disrupt the tractor, you can actually use the arm to move it back, no problem. And it's just like, come on, look at that, right? Look at that. It's awesome. So go get yourself a wood chipper. If you found this video was helpful, let me know. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and yeah, have fun farming. Take it easy.